How's it going, guys? Right, sorry I haven't put a video up for a week or two, but I've been absolutely stacked out at work, and I've also been looking after my friend Rick's bulldog puppy Spike, who is a little monster. He's literally run me ragged for about the last 10 days, but anyway, he's gone back now. Sorry to see him go, but yeah, I need a rest. Because he has literally, been running me ragged. Anyway, so this week then, hit the car boot sales up nice and early, to the fact that it was actually pitch black when we got there. And you literally need a torch to go around because it literally is, it's so dark, which actually adds a pretty cool element to car boot sailing. So it's not a case of just running around looking for stuff. Now you actually have to use, a torch and look through things, which adds a bit more of an element to it. So the stuff I picked up this week then, first one I got was Dance UK XL on the PlayStation 2. Now this came with a giant metal dance mat, which I got for £10. Now I'm after another one of these dance mats now because I need the second one. And I actually saw one of these a few weeks ago. I was like, no, I'm not going to get one. I'll never get a second one. And that's always the case. You always see, something when you don't want it, it's there. So I'm looking for another one of these giant dance mats for the next retroactive. So that was the first thing. Right, next up then, crazy looking game, Guitaru Man. Now I saw this at a local shop. I think it was they wanted about £12 odd for it. So it looks pretty crazy. I'm not quite sure what type of game it is at all. If it's kind of Parappa the Rapper-ish, or I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. I need to have a bit of a go on this. But I got that for 50p, so that was a pretty good pickup. Next up, I ended up picking saw in a box this lady had Alpine Racer 3, and I was like, yeah, I could probably go for that. And she was like, oh, if you want, you can have all the PlayStation games for £1. So I was like, alright then, I'll take them, because I would have paid £1 for that. So I got the decent one, Alpine Racer 3. Then got a Snowboard Racer 2, which is kind of like a poor man's Alpine Racer by the looks of things. Then I got a poor man's silent scope, the Sniper 2, which looks fairly hideous, but anyway, I'll give it a shot. And also, yes, G1 Jockey 4. So I don't have a horse racing game at all. So a bit of horse racing action on the PlayStation. So all 4 of those for £1. So that was pretty sweet. Right, next up then, let's go with a little bit of PlayStation. So managed to get Tekken 2, Crash Bandicoot, and Resident Evil, all for 25p each, which was quite good. The lady, she did have a big stack of stuff, and I was like, so how much, would you do, a deal on all of them? She was like, yeah, the 25p each, and it was like the stack was probably about £3.50 worth. She's like, yeah, or it's £8 for all of them. And I was like, okay. So I just took the decent ones. I left all the rubbish behind. Right, next up then, I also got 1945 2 Strikers. Really happy to get this. I love 1945 games, or that sort of style of thing. So I got that for 50p, so well happy to get hold of that. Also managed to get a big box version of Ridge Racer as well. Again, I had this when I first got the PlayStation. I can remember it just blowing my mind, being, wow, it's just like the arcade. It's nothing like the arcade. But anyway, so I got that also for 50p. So some pretty sweet PlayStation deals there. Next up, a few Xbox 360 bits. Managed to get a wireless controller for £4, so that was good. And also a few games as well this week, which included a random one, Fairy Tale Fights. So this looks like cutesy, bloody slash 'em up kind of thing. I've never played it, never even seen it before. Could be really good, could be horrible. So bloody crazy, salami violence. So anyway, intrigued me. So that was £3.50 for that one. Also got Virtual Tennis 3. People go crazy for virtual tennis games. So, and people keep asking me when I do events, oh, have you got virtual tennis? So I have got it on the Dreamcast, but I thought I'd get a new updated version, so that was £2.50 as well. Then got Vanquish, a quality Sega title. Now I've had a quick go on this, and it's like a first-person shooter, and you kind of got this sweet robot suit. This was £4, and it's well worth it. A really cool game, well worth a go on that, if you see that. And the last one I got was Death Smiles, the deluxe edition. So this is a triple disc edition. Inside there, all the discs, everything, like a soundtrack and some artwork and stuff. This is like a Japanese bullet hell cutesy shooter. And one of the levels, I think it's like the first or second level, you get attacked by this giant cow that kind of comes in the back of the screen, which is really cool. So really cool game actually as well. So yeah, you get to kind of play as dirtily dressed teenage schoolgirl sort of thing. Anyway, so that was £4. So again, well worth it. Really good game. If you see it, well worth picking up. Next up, a random item I got from my friend Gab, who usually goes car boot sailing with, but he wasn't there this week. I got him a little talking wicket. He loves collecting Star Wars stuff, so I got that for him for 50p. Then I got loads of like consoles with no cables this week. First up then, I got a NES with one controller. Now, I was testing on my NESs and stuff the other week, and 3 of my NESs got the annoying flashing light of death. So I got 3 dead NESs, so I just bought this as the unit, which is perfect for me. Tested it, it all works, and I got that for £3. So £3 for the NES and a controller. Awesome. Right, next, let's go with some random games. Okay, a couple of cheesy Dreamcast titles, but I couldn't say no because it was Dreamcast. Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000 for £1. F355 Ferrari Challenge for £1, so that's cool, those 2. And a 3DO game at the car boot sale. Who'd have thought it? Never seen a 3DO game there. So Rebel Assault, which I have actually been really after on the Mega CD, but it'll do on the 3DO. So yeah, got that for £1 as well. So all box complete. Again, never seen any 3DO titles at the boot, so that was a real nice little find. Next up then, fellow YouTuber Tootsie UK, he picked up a few of the Intellivision games off the same seller as me. I went and got there a little bit before him and got a couple of bits first. Then he went and got all the rest of them by the looks of things, so good on him. I got Donkey Kong unboxed. Again, I've never played it on the Intellivision. I've got it on Coleco, so interesting to see what it's like on Intellivision. I got Pinball, so pretty substantial sort of regular kind of pinball game. Bit of bowling. Just the thrill of Wii bowling there, so that was kind of cool. And the gem, Tron Mazeathon. I've already got Tron Deadly discs, so again, really cool to get that along with it. Again, these are in nice condition. Got the inlays there as well, the instructions, your cartridge. So that's kind of cool. I got all those for £2. So that was a nice little deal. And again, you don't see a lot of Intellivision and stuff at car boot sales. Right, next up then, next console with no cables was Super Nintendo and controllers. Now I need some more controllers for the Super NES, so I wasn't actually too bothered about that. So managed to get the guy down to £5, for the console, no power or anything. I've tested it and it works because Super Nintendos are pretty much indestructible. If nuclear fallout happens, it'll be cockroaches and Super NESs left. So I've never had one die on me yet, touch the wood. But got 2 cool controllers, nice condition, and definitely worth £5 just for the 2 of those. So that was a nice little deal. Then probably the bargain of the day was a Crystal Xbox. Again, no cables, but took it home, plugged it all in, and it works perfectly. Now I've actually got extra Crystal controllers because I've got another system with 4 Crystal controllers, so I can split those up now. Again, I really like the Crystal Xbox, way better than the original black one. It's still even got like the cellophane wrapper on the front of this, so not bad condition at all. For £2 for a Crystal Xbox, absolute steal. Right, and the last thing was a few Game Boy games, which I got Marble Madness, WWF Superstars, and I would have paid £20 probably for this. Well, maybe 10. I got Solar Striker. Now, when I was probably about 12 or 13 and I had my original Game Boy, this literally used to just sleep, live, drink, die in my Game Boy. I love this game. It is amazing, and I don't know why I don't own it. I really don't. Anyway, Solar Striker finally back in my collection. So I got all three of those for £2. Worth it easily for Solar Striker alone. Definitely. Such a good game. Right, so that is it for all the pickups, and that's it. I'm throwing in the car boot sale towel. That is going to be it for this season. I'm not going to any more car boot sales. I'm not getting up at the crack ass of dawn in the dark going around with a torch. There's only going to be a week or two left, if that, and I'm going to be away for a couple of those. So I'm throwing the towel in. So good luck to everyone else out there in car boot sale land. I hope you get some cool stuff. This was only meant to be maybe a week or two's sort of videos on my channel, and it's turned out to be about 6 months worth. And it seems pretty popular, and I know a lot of people seem to enjoy the videos, and seem to yeah, when I go to sort of gaming events and stuff, people are like, oh my god, you're some sort of like car boot sale god or something. I don't think myself of that, you know. Yeah, I get lucky with a few things, but you know, I've got a keen eye for things, so that's, you know, it's all about luck. Car boot sales are all about luck. Some weeks you get some wicked stuff, other times you get a load of old rubbish. It's just the way it goes. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the last sort of 6 months of car boots, and next year I'm sure that yes, they will be back. Hopefully going to change it up a little bit, do a few extra different things, and you know, for the winter season now, I'm going to get back in doing some more system reviews, which I've not done for a while. I've got some new systems coming and some new ones in the collection, so load of new system reviews, and going to try and do a few more game reviews and gameplays and stuff. So I've got a new camera now, so that's cool. So I should be able to get some pretty good footage as well. So thank you very much for watching all the car boot sale videos. Thanks for subscribing, guys, if you're a new subscriber, and my original subscribers. And I will, yeah, catch you in the week with some more reviews. Take it easy.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.